You look great over there.
Me?
We're on.
I look great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You look like, I don't even know, a hoodlum.
All
All right. Hi, everyone. It's Tucker from Tucker Sewing and Quilting, and we're back again for yet another Monday live sew and chat. Today, we might run a little longer because we have a lot to talk about. We have some more updates. We have our my 1,000 subscriber giveaway that I've been putting off for how long, and we have another haul. So it's just a hot mess today, but one thing at a time and we'll get through it. So we have Rena Brown in here saying hi, Tucker. How are you? We have Linda Denton in here. Hi, Tucker. Phyllis Webb. Hi, Tucker, Mom, and everyone. Yes. Let's see. Jill's in here. Hi, everyone. So Becca is waving. So Becca's in here. Let's see. Mom's in here talking to Becca. Let's see. Becca says, haven't started my foundation paper piecing project, and yours is almost done. Yeah, well, I'm about halfway through this one back here. It's coming along pretty good. It's quite difficult, but it's coming along good. You just have to jump in and start with those paper piecing. Okay, Linda Denton, a lot of progress behind you. Yep, I've been working on this at night to relax and calm down. This is my me time. All right, we have Brenda in here. Hello, everyone. Sue GSD. Hello, favorite table mate ever. Yes. Okay, let's talk about some updates while some people roll in the chat. So, what do I have? I'm looking at my agenda here. See, I didn't even do what I needed to do today. Quiltessa's in here. Hey, Tucker, I actually need to call you after the live or tomorrow morning to talk about some quilts and some schedule things, if that's possible. So, let's talk about the schedule. And I want to say this first so everyone who's watching the video gets this information. Next week, October 24th, I will be going live. But the following week is Halloween. And that night we are planning on doing trick or treat. And trick or treat will interfere with a lot of lives. So in that instance, I'm going to be canceling October 31st live. Let me flip to November. Monday, November 7th, I will be live. And November 7th, 14th, and 21, I will all be live. That is in the schedule. And November 28th, that to me technically is still Thanksgiving weekend, and I will be away. So that will be a live that is canceled. So all of this information will be in the email. Here we go. I'm having a brain fart. All of this information will be in my newsletter that will be coming out November 1st. So if you're not already, head over to my website. Mom, can you drop that link in the chat? Oh, she don't know how to do it. Okay, I'll get the link to my website dropped up in the chat. And go down. Let me pull it up here. You're going to scroll the whole way to the bottom that says subscribe to our emails. And you're going to enter your email address, and that will sign you up for my monthly newsletter that's coming out. And all this information about upcoming lives, upcoming videos will be posted in that monthly email. So I just wanted to get that out there first. Let's see. You have Beverly Aikens in here. Hello, Tucker and everyone. Let's see. We have Slowing Down Joe in here. Hello, everyone. How are you? Teresa Moore. Hey, all. Nancy Gus. Diane, 57. Okay, Tiffany's in here of Tiffany's Quilting Life. Hey, Tucker. I'm channel bouncing, so I will be in and out. Yes. Donna with Handmade by Ying was on with Chris from Sew the Distance, I think. I'm still trying to get these new channels under my belt. And if you're unaware, they had a live stream planned tonight and there were some technical difficulties, and they will be going live tomorrow again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you tune into that on Donna's channel, and her channel is Handmade by Ying with Donna. All right, let's see. They love the baby quilt. I'm sure, Night Owl. Give me a holla. I sure will, because I need to get you in the schedule. I have you booked out, but I just want to make sure everything's gonna work out. So, let me get my head together. So I talked about that. Did I drop the link in the chat?
Yes.
Okay. So, like I said in the title, tonight is the giveaway. So if you haven't already, I'm going to put the link in the chat. And if you haven't already filled out the information for the giveaway, do that right about now, because that's going to close at 8:15 when we do our first giveaway. So let me post this into the chat. So that Google Doc or Google form is your first name, email address, and your mailing address, and that will enter you in for the giveaway. And we're giving away 4 things. 2 prizes will be 5, I think one has 6 in it, packages of fat quarters. And those are Andover fat quarters from Etta to Star Laundry Basket Quilts collection. The 3rd prize, which is sort of getting up there, is a Dip Dot Jelly Roll. So you can win that. And the final prize is getting a quilt, long arm quilted by yours truly. So make sure you enter the giveaway, because that will be starting soon. And the first prize will be drawn. All right. I'm trying to look around here and see if there's anything else. So I actually have 2 hauls, and one's quicker than the other, so I'll do the first one first. So this weekend, I went to my grandma's house, which is a reoccurring occasion, and we needed to go to the Bernina Center because I got some orders to do some embroidery on hats, and I didn't have the hat hooping thing. So me and my grandma decided to take a road trip out to the middle of nowhere to the Hoover Bernina Center, and we got some stuff. Okay. Well, we didn't. She did. But, you know. All right. So, if any of you have a Bernina, I'm sure, I'm covering up the right. This is the Hoop Buddy. This is what you put in your 5x7 hoop, and you put the bill of the hat here. And this just helps really stabilize your hat when you're doing embroidery on this hat. So this is what I needed to do my orders. And that same order, I also got some requests to do embroidery on shirts. Now, normal embroidery, whether you use a tearaway stabilizer or a cutaway stabilizer, it leaves that rough feeling on the inside of your shirt. So this is called Gentle Touch backing, and this is what you iron on to the back of your embroidery on the inside of your shirt when it's finished. And this feels like cotton. It's very smooth, and then you don't feel the embroidery, so it doesn't irritate your skin. So let me see what else. Okay, so last week, if you were here, there was a different quilt on the wall, and it was my mom's Halloween quilt. And she got the center all done, and we decided that we were going to use the scraps and create a piano key border, a 2.5-inch piano key border. And we had just under enough fabrics to go the whole way around. So while we were there, I found these Halloween fabrics that went perfectly. And I just got a 1/2 yard of each. Isn't that great? And this is, right here's the salvage. Right here's the salvage. So if you cut this on the straight of grain, this would be great for a binding, because then it would look like you cut the stripe on the diagonal. So this is another one. I got 3. This is just orange and black and white polka dot. And then this is a white, black, and orange with a white background polka dot. Okay. Really cool. They work great. And what's left of this will go in my stash, obviously. So the next thing on the list is my grandma has me do stuff for her all the time. Christmas presents for her friends and fellow worshipers at church. So this year she's having me embroider their names and little herbs on these tea towels. So she got a couple of these tea towels. They're just plain basic tea towels, nothing fancy. But that's my job, to make them fancy. So she got 2 of those, and she had already purchased 5 of them. So that completes her collection of what she wants me to do. And continuing with my grandma making me do work, she has me make quilts for a lot of people that she knows in her family and things like that. And there was a couple people that she left out, and she does like 1 person per Christmas. So this year it was her cousin, and she really likes purple. Cousin's wife. So when she saw this purple minky, she said, I know exactly who would love this. So we got a couple yards of this minky. I think we got like 2.5 yards of it. But isn't this just great? Look at that. Let me hold it up closer. This is a hot mess up in here. All right. Just look at that. I don't even know what you can see on the camera. It's white and lavender. Just gorgeous. Okay. So then I was like, Grandma, what do you want me to even put on the front of this? She's like, well, you can just quilt a piece of fabric. I'm like, that's boring. So she went and found this jelly roll, and it's by Moda, and the tag is blocking the name. Well, I'll just open it because I'm going to open it anyway. All right. The maker is Jan, oh gosh, Patiki Quilts, and this is Iris and Ivy. And just look at this jelly roll with all these colors in it. The purples and the tans, the greens, just gorgeous. Look at that. And these are all the colors of the lady that this is going to be going to. Just look at that. And then here's the information. Let me get it the right way. Where's the camera? Right there. Oh, Iris and Ivy. And that's by Moda Fabrics. So that concludes what Grandma got for me. So let me just put this down here so I don't get stuff confused. So with that being said, it's time for give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right. We're going to do this giveaway and get it started. Let me go to the Google Doc and let me refresh the page. All right. We have 129 responses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export all this to a Google Doc or a Google spreadsheet. Now, what that does is that puts everyone's name in an order, number 1 through 100. Well, this has 131. So 131. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Wonderful Siri to pick a number between 1 through 131. And whatever number she picks, that's who gets the first prize. So let me find these packages. That's the jelly roll. How many is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, each of these jelly rolls has 6. Yeah, each of these jelly rolls. Each of these packages has 6 fat quarters in it. So let's do the open ones first. So this is going to be the first giveaway. We have this. It's like a tan with some red on it. Some red with berries and leaves. This is a white with greenery with a lot of different colors. Blue background, flowers, pink, and blue. So that's going to be the first giveaway. So without any further ado, and if your name is drawn, you can say in the chat, but you know what? Should they? Because I already have their address.
I got it.
Should I just send it? Okay.
You gotta announce it and then we'll send it.
Okay. That's what we're going to do. So if you're not present in the chat, your stuff is already out the door. So, okay, are we ready? Can we get a drum roll? Okay, here we go. And if you have Hey Siri turned on, I'm very sorry. Sorry, Becca. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 131.
A random number between 1 and 131 is 100.
Okay, 100. Hey Siri, stop the music. I swear that HomePod doesn't even know what it's doing sometimes. Okay, number 100 is Colette Starks. Yep, okay, Colette Starks. So you are the first winter. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget it. You got that written down. Okay, well, I'm going to... Huh?
What color envelope are you putting?
Green. All right, I'm going to write this down. C-O... Okay, your package is off in the mail. You got these fabulous fat quarters. So, that concludes that. That's the first one, given away. All right, so, yes, congratulations. Oh, Becca, you're not supposed to say that. Okay. Becca's in there acting a fool. All right. Okay, see, I'm having a brain fart. I'm reading the comments or the chats. All right. Yep, Colette. Is she in here? I didn't see her name. All right. So, let's move on until 8:30 when we do another giveaway. So, let me just say, we go to Target about once every 5 seconds, and I needed another bookshelf. I originally had 4 bookshelves in here, but I found out I had a little more fabric than was accounted for in my brain. So I needed another bookshelf to store this fabric. And you want to know what's almost right next door to Target in our town? Hobby Lobby. And we frequently fly to Hobby Lobby and, do our decor shopping. And Hobby Lobby has fabric. And I went up in the fabric section looking for a specific fabric. And I came out with a little extra. Now, I'll say this. When I went, I don't even know what the date is. They didn't even write it on here. Oh, yeah. 10/13/22, so a week ago. They were running fabric on sale, quilt shop quality fabric for $3 a yard. Okay? So, you'll never guess what I did. I bought the whole store. Pretty much. So, I got, I don't even know, I had it written down, almost 50 yards of fabric where's my receipt? For $140, say, because I bought some other things. $140 for 50 yards of quilt shop quality fabric. Okay, now that's how you shop a sale table. And when I was doing this, I was feeling the fabric, making sure that it wasn't stiff, making sure that it wasn't, thin where you could see every little thread that was woven. I made sure it was quilt shop quality and that it was nice. So I got all this fabric for that price. And to me, that was a great deal. So if you have a Hobby Lobby in your area, just hop, skip, and jump on over there and, clear their shelves off. So let's get into this. And I just want to show you this container before I go any further. look at this. Okay, this whole container is full. Now, some of you are probably saying, this is the third haul that you have done. And this to me is my opportunity to get stuff. I'm sure that fabric is just going to keep going up and up and up and up. And right now, I am fortunate enough to be in the place where I don't have any bills. I have a roof over my head, and I'm, provided for in that aspect. So right now, I'm going to spend what I want and, get my stash built up. So then when that time comes, I'm not spending it on fabric. So there's my reasoning. Okay. Let's get started. And this is so out of order, but that's okay. So mostly what I was shopping for was different colors of fabrics that I didn't have. Stuff to build up my stash, build up all the color. Are you okay? Do you need some water?
I'm good, thank you.
Build up my stash. So yeah, that's what this was. So first we have this red. This is red with black dots and white or light red speckles. And this I got 1.5 yards of. Most of this stuff I got 1.5 yards of. I wanted to get enough, but I didn't want to get, the whole bolt. Some of the stuff I got the whole bolt though. So let's just start a pile. This is like a light red, almost dark or almost pink fabric. Let me fold this up a little better. This would be a great blender, almost. Just great. And when you're shopping for fabric, I zoom in really good there. See how tightly woven this fabric is? Sometimes there's fabric that you get that the weave it's loose. When you cut it up, it starts to fray right away. But this right here, this is good quilt shop quality fabric. So that's why I got it. So here's a zebra print. And, sometimes you need zebra prints just for texture, to throw some things off and give the quilt a little more interest. And this I got 1.5 yards of. That's right, Quiltessa, 50 yards of fabric, and I need another bookshelf. Got that right. I'll probably need another one by the time I'm 18. Okay? So this is one of the colors that I don't have very much of is pinks. Sometimes I get orders for, there's something in my eye, again. Sometimes I get orders for different backings or different quilt tops, and I just like to have a plethora of colors. So this isn't particularly my favorite, but it's just something that I thought I would have handy. Okay, and the color isn't showing up on camera, but, And this is another one of those prints. Sometimes you get baby quilt orders and things like that. And this would come in handy for a border or backing or anything of that sort. And this I got 1.5 yards of. So, I'm trying to see what else I got in here and save the really fun stuff. This is one of the first pieces that I saw. It's modern to me. I don't know, just something I saw and this could be used for a lot of different things. You could fussy cut these flowers right here. You could just do a lot of different things with this. So this is another one of those 1.5 yards. Okay. Let me look in this box. Okay, I'll save some of the bigger pieces for when we get down the line. Okay, this is one of the pieces that, once again, would be great for, a little girl's quilt or on the back of, or on the border of a quilt that has a lot of floral prints. It's very interesting and great use of art in this and great use of color. Just love that. And I wonder who some of this is by. Wait a minute. Let's investigate this. Brother Sister Design Studio. So that's who some of this is by. Let's read some comments. Welcome everyone joining Tucker's Live. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Absolutely. All right. We have... Let's see, Jim Bennett in here. Hi. We have, let's see. I need my glasses. Okay, we have Janine Jennifer in here, I think. I hope I'm not butchering that. We can live vicariously through you, Tucker. LOL. Bring the fabric. Yes. All right, let's keep going. Okay, some of this stuff is for somebody else, but I'm going to share it anyway. And I'm going to be sending it to somebody else. So this is another one of those colors that I don't have very much of. I'm looking over there at my wall now. I don't have very many yellows, reds, pinks, purples, browns, stuff like that. So this is just sort of, you know, a filler to go in my stash. This would be a great blender for those springtime multicolored quilts. Hi from Virginia, just cutting fabric. The horror. Who cuts fabric? Don't we just buy it and put it on a shelf? That's what I do. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm moving some of these bigger pieces about this way. Trying to see what I got. What time it is. All right. We're going to do another give it away now. All right. Sorry, I'm having a moment over here. I'm just excited. Where's my notepad? So, we're going to have another giveaway. a giveaway. Okay. That's the first. This is the second. All right. You know what? This time I'm not even going to ask that weird old robot over there that I spent enough money on what number to pick. I'm going to go to good old Google. Oh, wait. I already am there. Random number generator. Okay. Minimum 1, max. What'd I say? 131. All right. We're going to ask Google to pick a number between 1 and 131. And if it lands on 100 again, we'll redo. So, is everyone ready? We're going to do a give it away now. All right. Let's see. Refresh the Google Doc. Let's see. I don't even know where it is. Nope. It's still the same. 131. All right. Here we go. I just closed my tab. Where is it? All right. Random number. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 127. Let me look at the number sheet. 127. We have Susan Franklin. So Susan Franklin is the winner. Let me write that down before I lose it. All right. Susan Franklin is the winner. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. So, everyone's putting their numbers in the chat, and everyone who put their information into a Google Doc, your name correlates with a number in my spreadsheet. So, the numbers in the chat aren't necessary unless, we're just having a good time. But I already have everyone's name associated with a number, and I'm having a random number generator pick a number. So that's how that works. So Susan Franklin is the winner of these 6 fat quarters. Guess I can take the sticker off of them. Blue. These two are similar. All right, right there. Look at that. Gorgeous. That is what Susan Franklin won. Yeah, so Becca just put the link to the Google Doc. Just click on that link and fill out the information, and then you'll be entered into the next round of giveaway. which will be a jelly roll. Let's see. I need a swig of water. This is probably the oldest water in the world, but it'll do. All right. Let's see. Do you have the list? How do you have the list of all the people? Wait, let's see. How do you have the list? It was the Google Doc saves that information until the giveaway is over, and then I can export that information into a Google Doc or Google Sheet. And I have everyone's name associated with a number. So, let's continue. Maybe we'll be off of here by 9 o'clock, but that's okay. Keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So, let's talk about this fabric. You know what? Before we even go there, I have fabric in the bottom of here. Oh, we are at the bottom already. Gee. Okay, this is a fabric that I found when I was rooting out my stash. And then the first customer quilt, which was actually my neighbor, when I started quilting up again, she came over and she saw my studio. She was the first one to see my studio. And she ain't even on YouTube. And, see, my brain just lost. And she saw this fabric on one of my bolts. And she was like, this would just look great on the back of my quilt. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I can put it on the back of there. And I got this quilt because, number one, it was on sale at Jackman's on T's Retreat. And number two, because T said the uglier the fabric, the better for stack and whack. So this is the fabric I got. And she just loved this. And she wanted it on the back of her quilt. And I'm like, okay, you do you. So this is just different colored rocks. And I'm like, okay. So it's a print. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's a print. But I thought I would just share that because that is a part of the T-Quilts haul that I did. So we'll keep that to the side. That was in the bottom of my bin. Okay, this is another fabric. This is another red. This would look great for a border or for a sashing, I personally think. So, just great. And this I got 1.5 yards of. And a big thanks to Becca for putting in that link. And my website. All right, let's see what else I got in this mess. All right, here's another yellow. And I just want to look at some of this information. Oh, who's this by? Don't even say. This is a 2020 print. Springs Creative. And all it says is Springs Creative, do not use for child sleepwear. Okay? But this is just a yellow. This would be great for a background, for a spring quilt. You know, anything. Great. So that was that. What else? Wait a minute. Did I get something with words on it, or was that last week? No, that was last week, wasn't it? Okay. This is a black print with something on it. This has gold and white arrows on it. You know, you never know when you're going to need something like this, but it's always good to have. And these could go in any direction. All right. First time, and I have one on YouTube. Congratulations, Susan. She is up in the chat. So this will all be mailed out sometime this week. And the person who wins the custom quilt, or the quilt to be edge-to-edge quilted by me, I will get in contact with them and work that out with them offline. But isn't this just great? I got 1.5 yards of that. Okay, we're soon out of this 1.5 yards stuff. Okay, these are the two that I got the end of the bolt of because, oh, here we go. Because there was hardly any left, and I thought, okay, whatever. This will be great on the back of a girl's quilt or on the border. So this is just like confetti or fireworks going off in the air with different colors on a pink background. And looking at this, I'd say I got about 2.5, 3, 4 yards of this, something I couldn't quite tell you. Yep, would make a great border. So that's that. This is another one of those that, oh wait, this is Brother and Sister Studios. This is another one that I got about 3 yards of. Technically it goes that way. That way. I just really like this light green color. Yeah, it's just something about it. So this I got, what did I say, 3 yards of? Something like that. Whoa. Okay, so now we're getting into some of the bigger pieces. And we'll be done this haul before our next giveaway. And then I can talk about some other stuff, which is actually what I wanted to do in the first place. So this I got, I think, 3.5 yards of because I thought this would be a cool border. Let me fold it up a little bit. This would be a cool border on like a black and white quilt with big bold colors. I don't know. It's just something about the colors in these flowers and the way that it was made, and it looks like markers just taken through there on these stripes. So I just had to get what was on the bolt of that. All right. What could I do next? Let's talk about this fabric. Okay. So this fabric I saw, and number one, thought of sewing. And number two, I thought of my good friend T over at T Quilts. And she loves black background prints with a lot of color on them. And I don't recall that she ever found this fabric. So what I'm going to do is cut 2 yards off of it and send her some of this fabric next time I have to mail a package to her. But isn't this cute? Little thread spools on there, all different types. Gutermann, I think I see a lot of different brands. Maybe even Aurifil down here in the variegated section. But look at that. And this I got the whole bolt. So, just great. And this is actually by Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby designed this. So, there we can really see some of the colors. So, that's that. And while we're talking about Miss T, when I saw this print in the clearance section, I just about lost my mind. And some of you know T at T Quilt. She sells African fabrics. And I've been holding off buying them because I want to use them first. I'm the type of person that I need to feel a fabric and work with the fabric before I can commit to buying 50 million bolts of it. Because that's what I would do. So, when I saw this fabric, I thought, maybe I could make a curtain with this, because I need curtains for my studio yet. In the middle of the night, and anyone could be peeping in through these windows. You know, this could be a stack and whack, this could be anything. And this was labeled as an African print, but according to what T says, this is probably an African print reproduction. And I'm going to explain what I can remember. So this is the front side, as you can see. But if we go to the wrong side has a duller color than the front. And what I can understand from T is that this is not an Ancora, which I guess is like a dyed fabric, so it's the same on either side. This is a reproduction. But even so, it's just for me to try out and see if I like it. And then if I do, then I'm going to be hitting up T Quilts and saying, can I please have all your African fabric? Please and thank you. So, it's just great. I love the blues. I love the yellows. I just hit the camera. So, let's see. All right, that's that. Okay, we have 2 more prints in here. Let's talk about Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Let's talk about this one first. You know what? Actually, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about this one. When I saw this in the sale table, number one, I thought, This looks very familiar. And I'm sure this looks very, very, very familiar to a lot of people too. This looks like this extra wide backing swirl fabric. And I don't even know the name of it, but I'm sure every single person on this YouTube channel that's up in this chat right now knows what I'm talking about because this fabric looks so familiar. So when I saw this up in the sale table for $3 a yard, what did I do but buy what was on the bolt, which wasn't only but 4 yards, but even so. But it's blue with a little bit of green and little tiny hints of purple splattered in. And this would be great for quilt backing, for like a twin size quilt. And I bought it. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. So this is the last one. And I'm even surprised that I ran through it as quick. Because that's a lot of fabric. Well, not really, but it is. I got more yardage than pieces. So, my brain isn't connecting once again. Oh, this fabric here. It's sitting in my lap and I'm not even aware of what I'm talking about. It's like a blue, a teal with darker teal. Almost like a motor grunge. And when I saw this, I immediately thought of my Alaska quilt that I did. Look at these frizzies coming out of my head. Immediately thought of my Alaska quilt that I did the quilt kit for, or from Laundry Basket Quilts. And I've been looking for backing for it, and I thought about buying extra wide backing, but I'm like, no, not today. So when I saw this on the sale table, I said, please give me the whole bolt so I have enough for backing. So that's what they did, and this will be coming up on one of my projects. Yes. I think I got 8 yards of this. I'm pretty sure. But this will be going on the back of that quilt. So, after a mountain of fabric behind me later, that's that. Can you believe it? I can't. Okay, so to me, this is regular quilting fabric. It feels soft. It feels like silk. And to me, that's regular quilt shop quality quilting fabric. So I got, I don't even remember, 45 yards total I have written on here. And I got it for $140. And regular sale price, and I'm counting sale price at general quilt shop quality, $12 a yard. I would have spent $550 on this fabric. And I only spent $150. Okay? Now that is how you shop a sale table. To me. Okay? So, you know, it just goes to show that you can find fabric anywhere. And, you know, back in the Okie Smoky days, like I was born in the 1800s, you know, some of the Walmart fabrics weren't the best. You know, even some of the Joann's fabrics weren't the best. But now that technology has improved and all this good stuff, the fabric has gotten better. And, you know, we can buy it anywhere. So that was that part of today's program. And it is time for another give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right, we have Mona did what in here? Said hi. Teresa Louise, good job, Tucker. Phyllis Webb giving a thumbs up. All right, let's go to the Google Doc and upload. All right, we have 156 people in here now. So I'm going to export this to another spreadsheet. Let's see. Let me, something's going on here. I want to do that. All right. We already have her in there. All right. I'm marking the people that we already have in here so it doesn't pick it again. Okay. Let's go back to our number generator and update this number. What is it? 156. All right. All right. All right. Is everyone ready? Get the drum rolls going. Get the music blaring. Here we go. Pick a number between 1 through 156. To win, let me go grab it. we're going to win. You're going to win this. It's called Dit Dot Evolution Jelly Roll by In the Beginning Fabrics. Let me show it up close. Let's start with the black. Then it goes to whites and pinks. And blues, reds and yellows and all the rainbow colors. I don't know why I'm tilting it. Great. So that's what this winner's going to win. So here we go. Generate. All right, we have number 77. Who might that be? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. You'll never guess who it is. Miss Tiffany Groft. Tiffany is the winner. Would you look at that? Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is the winner of the Dit Dot Evolution. Now, so congratulations, Tiffany. You're a winner. I'll write this on here. I'm writing down on my own thingy. It would be funny if Tiffany won the one for long arm quilting. Huh? Yes. Isn't this great, Tiffany? Tiffany, you need to make a Bargello with this. Okay? I'm giving you an assignment. Make a Bargello with that. That would be great with the Bargello. So everyone, hype up Tiffany. Tiffany's Quilting Life. Won that. And I know where to hunt her down at if she don't respond to me. So, let's see. All right, what else do we have to talk about? I can't believe Tiffany won. That's great. All right. Let's see. Who do we have in here? We have... Oh, I saw a name that I wanted to read. Wait a minute. I don't know why my chat's acting up like a fool. Was it... It wasn't Sharon Lewis in here, was it? All right. I don't know. Let's see. We have Barbara Baker in here. Congratulations, Tiff. Colette Starks. Yes, she is in here. Colette, you won the first prize, which was 6 fat quarters. And then Susan Franklin was in here. I told her. And Tiffany's in here. Well, maybe she is. Let's see. All right, Tiffany's in there. All right. So, let's see. 8:50 already. So, I'm going to talk about a couple more things and then do one more giveaway and then we'll cut it off. Because I like to keep my lives under an hour. So, let's just talk about this schedule because it is a hot mess. Now, I told you last week that we had I can't even talk. Let me take a swig of water. I told you all last week that here at Tucker Sewing and Quilting, we had a pot of coffee on, and we couldn't tell you what brand or brew it is. I can't even remember what I said. Well, the coffee pot has gotten a little fuller, and there's a little bit more to do with that now, and that affects the schedule. So, I am completely booked out, as far as I know, for custom quilts, unless you want to send me your quilt in the first 2 weeks of December. So, that's it for that. I have all that straightened out. But the month of November is a hot mess. This, wait a minute, let me just flip it around and give a quick, this whole notebook is filled with stuff. I am booked out, something to do every single day, but we're just going to talk about some of the things that are coming up at the end of this month and next month. So let me flip back to October. Okay, this is my schedule. Tomorrow I have to quilt 2 quilts. I was supposed to quilt a block swap quilt today that we did at T Quilts Retreat, and that will be a video on why this, not that, and I'll get there in a minute. And I have to quilt a Christmas quilt for somebody that I'm giving away. And this Thursday, me and my mom actually are going to our first Quilters Guild meeting. the quilt guild that I'm near, they're teaching a bag making class, and that's why Mom got back into quilting or sewing anyway, because she wanted to make bags, and that's what they're teaching. So me and Mom are going to go to this quilt guild on Thursday, and we'll let you know how that goes. So next Monday, I'm going live again. Tuesday 25th, I'm planning on posting Becca's Monica quilt video. And that will be the first video in the series that I'm calling Why This Not That. And that's a more in detailed video where I'm not just showing you my quilting. I'm walking you through my thought process as I'm designing and quilting each quilt. So that's going to be the first video that'll kick that off. Hopefully, cross your fingers, that next Thursday I'll post the crinkle cut video. I have the crinkle cut kit on my website, and you can just Google crinkle cut quilt pattern and you can download it for free. If that's something you're interested in. That's all stuff I can't talk about. Okay, that's something different. Okay, the 7th of November, which is the first Monday, I am going to go live and give you all of the different variations that I know of and that I use to make half square triangles. And that will help you if you are following along with the crinkle cut kit or you have the pattern. Can't talk about that. The 14th of November, I'm more than likely going to end up doing a haul again because I have some traveling planned. And you know how that is. The 21st, I'm planning to do a long arm live. And no live on the Thanksgiving, the 28th. So all of this information and upcoming videos and stuff like that will be in my email. So if you're not already a part of that, let me put my website up in here. You're going to go scroll to the bottom, or you're going to click this link, and you're going to scroll to the bottom of my website, and where it says subscribe to our emails, you're going to put in your email. And then the first of every month, I'm going to send out an email with the schedule, upcoming events, all that good information. So make sure you're signed up for that email. And yeah, it's just, a lot. But this is what I live for. I live for pressure. In December, I don't even want to look at. So it's a lot of stuff. I'm very excited. For all the things happening. I want to say thank you, number one, to all of you, because seriously, without every single one of you people and my friends subscribing to my YouTube and watching and, supporting me along my way, I would not be where I'm at now, and I would not be where I'm going to be at in the future. So thank you to everyone. I just am so appreciative. So, enough, I don't even know what you want to call that. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. And let's do this final giveaway. So, first of all, let's make some rules for this, because I'm a little busy, as you could hear. So, for this last prize, I'm going to be giving away my quilting services. Now, this is going to be, edge to edge only, unless we can work out some other deal. That's between me and the winner. So it's E to E only for right now, unless we work something out. I'm going to cover the batting. You can tell me if you want cotton, 80-20, or polyester, and that's what you get. You will have to provide the backing fabric and just pay to ship it to me. I will pay to ship it back and all of that good information. So we will talk about that. I'll discuss that with the winner once we get there. Okay, yes. About the quilt behind me. All right, let's take a minute to talk about the quilt behind me. This is a quilt that I got at the Fredericksburg Quilt Show, and I can't remember the quilt shop, but I have the information saved in case I run out of fabric. I lost my brain because I looked at the chat. Yeah, squirrel. Oh, this quilt. So I got this at the Fredericksburg Quilt Show with Becca. And this is the second Jacqueline Dijon pattern that I've done. And this, from the talk of the town, is the most difficult one out there. Let me just back up here. This piece right here, this is a partial seam. Some of these pieces, like this section right here, this is a whole section. This has like 15 pieces in it. And some of this is a Y seam down here. Some of the pieces you had to do a partial seam, go around it, finish that seam. So this is very difficult, but it's just great. So this is what the finished quilt will look like. And it's called Enchanting Stars by Jacqueline Dijon by Be Colorful. I love doing paper piecing. The reason why I'm doing all these paper piecing things is because if one day I would like to teach a paper piecing workshop or a paper piecing class, I want to have some material so the people know, oh, he knows what he's talking about. He's not just some weird 17-year-old that thinks he's better than everyone else. I don't even know. So I'm just doing all this stuff for some examples and demonstrations for if I teach those classes, like at a lecture or a quilt guild meeting. But isn't this just great? There's 24 of these solid colored fabrics, and I don't know why the camera isn't focusing, but anyway, 24 of these solid color fabrics, and there's 4 of the black and white fabrics. So this is my at night, in the middle of the night, while everyone else is sleeping and I can't sleep. My brain is disconnecting. So I hope that answered your questions. But I'm about halfway through this. I worked on this last night during Tiffany's Live. I got all 64 of those pieces sewn and trimmed up within an hour. I was racing with myself. And then up here, you can't see up here the whole section, but I got from here up done today while I was working on some other things. But, you know, I'm about halfway through it. So this should be done by who knows when. It'll probably sit on the shelf, which I thought I'd never say those words in my life. But, you know, I'm busy. So I read a comment. Let's see. The one behind you is gorgeous. Yep. Thank you. Let's see. Harriet Susan Franklin said, thank you for all you do. You're very welcome. Jim Bennett, I would not have the patience. Yeah, this, especially with some of these, like the long circles and things like that, it gets very repetitive. And I'm a person that I need a new technique literally every 5 minutes. I get bored so quickly. That's probably why I have so many hobbies outside of quilting. And my mom's over there shaking her head because she does the same thing. So, you know, but it's worth it in the end, especially if you have a design wall where you can plaster this stuff up once you're done and you see what you just did and how it added to the quilt. You're like, okay, when's the next piece coming? And you just streamline it. So, it's 8:59. I don't even know what time it is. Don't know how to read a clock. Let's do our final giveaway. Yeah, my eye's fine. I just need to put some eye drops in it. Every time. And glasses. You know, every time I come up in live, I must have a piece of fuzz in it or something. I don't know. There's always something in my eyeballs. The Redding Wing quilt on the back of your chair. Yeah. This is actually a quilt top that was pieced by an Amish lady, the quilt top. And this is one of the first quilts that I actually did on my smaller long arm. And this was when I didn't even have a ruler base on my machine. So you can tell how dedicated I was to getting these lines. So all these X's here, as you can see, this one, I don't even know where it is. On the corner is very wobbly, And, you know, it isn't perfect, but it's a really cool quilt. And I just did some, these X's in the the piece part, the feathers in the melons, and then this is actually a computerized design. I don't even know where it is. Computerized design that was on my machine at the time. So, you know, nothing fancy. Obviously, that was when I just got started, but you know, you have to start somewhere. All right, fabric dust. Yep. Oh my, there's I have the Roomba run about 15 times a day. And that probably stirs up the dust. All right. So, we're going to go back to here. Let's investigate this. All right, we have the same amount of responses, so we can use the same spreadsheet. So, we're going to go into here. We're going to go random number generator. So, here we go again. We're going to do the last giveaway, which is my quilting service. So here we go. So get your drum rolls ready, your band playing, call the news company. Here we go. We're going to generate. Okay, 34. Everyone give a drum roll for 34. Who could that be? Watch it be somebody with a long arm. 34. All right. Lori Ann Young. Lori Ann Young. Okay, let me write that down. L-O-R. You can tell I need my glasses. I'm up here going like this, squinting. I can't even spell. Maybe I should stay in school. All right. All right, Lori Ann Young is the winner of the edge-to-edge quilting. So if she's up in the chat, congratulations, or watching the replay. If not, I will be emailing you within the week, you know. Something. I need to get it on the schedule. So Lori Ann Young. So, yes, congratulations. Congratulations. Can you tell I'm tired? All right, but hey, you know. Lori Ann. All right. So, let's see. Yep. So, winners. We have Colette Stark for the first box of 6 fat quarters, Susan Franklin for the second box of 6 fat quarters, Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life for the jelly roll, and Lorraine, right? Is that what I said? Who did I say? What? Who did I just say? Lori Ann. Or Lorraine, I don't know. I can't read what I wrote. Whoever, Young, congratulations. So, I will get in contact with everyone. I don't know who that Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is. I don't know who she is, how to get in contact with her, nothing of the sorts. So, I'll have to investigate her. Just kidding. But, so I hope everyone enjoyed tonight. You know, what quilter doesn't love to see some fabric and to be a part of a giveaway? So, this was my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. When I reach 2,000 subscribers, we'll do another giveaway. Probably not this big, but we'll do a giveaway. So, yes. Let's see. Oh, I know. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, my. Yes. Congratulations, everyone. Yes. So, all right. Well, I'm ready to cut it off. I'm gonna give Quilt Tessa a buzz and rack her brain for a couple minutes, and maybe call Tiffany. I don't know. So, all right, everyone. All right, let's see. Thanks, Tucker. It's been a great hour with you and the quilting community. Yes. So, I agree. Make sure you give a thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you tune in next week. I have no clue what I'm going to talk about, but we'll get it figured out till then. So, good night, everyone. You're so welcome for having a giveaway and having you all here, and I love what I do. So,